Yeah, buddy. Let's run it back. Run it back. I told you one day I'm just gonna do a DJ segment. I'm just gonna let all the music just play. Yeah, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan. Have to come to you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's right, I said Mo, M-O news that you can use with my man Rue right next to me. What's up, Rue? You doing all right?
Chilling, baby. Chilling. Let's go.
Yeah, and right below us is Dallas Cowboy Chris, a.k.a. the big fella in the house. What's up?
What up?
All right, here we are, man. We are back. It's What's Up Wednesday. Guys, I'm telling you, we have been doing fillers for during a whole year, trying to give everybody and all the Cowboy fans something. And I got to give it up to us because we have done a damn good job providing them with some information. Yeah, so we got some guys that's coming in. I'll be knocking on the door here shortly. But yeah, here we are, man. It's What's Up Wednesday. We got a lot to talk about, man. The roster's been made, and we got a list of who made the practice squad, who got picked up on other teams. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into this, man, and hopefully Mikey and Armando will be in here shortly. But with that being said, before we get started, guys, we got to definitely say what's up to our subscribers and all those that follow us. Without you, we would not be where we are today. So thank you. And also, we got to give it up to our social media groups that are out there that we always got to give much obliged to for using our content on their social media group, social media page. So let's give a big shout out to Dallas Cowboy on deck. Let's give a big shout out to Cowboy Fan 365. We them boys, Dallas Cowboy Insider as well. And yeah, these are the social media groups that takes our time to post our content in their group. So hey, here we are. And last but not least, we got Mikey mic'd up.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up,
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday again.
That's right. Here we are. So let's get some of these comments. We got to acknowledge our subscribers. Everybody that's in the comments. There's our faithful guy, fan, Ivan Sosa. What's up, guys? Give it up. All right.
956 in the house.
Is that 956 right there? All right.
956.
Raymond's in the house. He said, Cowboys. What's up, Raymond? Glad to have you aboard tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. So, hey, put up whatever you got. Put it in the comments. We'll bring it up. Now go our guy. He gave us our official, what do you want to say, statement? Let me do it. Hold on, I'm gonna do it real quick. Hold on. Let me get to it. I gotta do it. He gave it to us. So I'd be crazy not to do it. So, with that being said, let's get ready to huddle.
That's wild.
I like it.
That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, we got Leslie Lee in the house. Okay, what's going
My
on?
little sister. Hey, little sis,
All
what's
right,
happening?
what's going on, Leslie? Good to have you on
That's
board
awesome.
tonight. Great. Who else we got? Cowboys Corner.
Corners in the
Yeah,
house.
let's give it up for Cowboys Corner.
Corners in the
go.
I appreciate you. Them the likes really helps us out a lot. So yeah, we definitely can use all the likes we can
Larry
get.
G.
So, if you got time. I guess Armando will be here shortly. Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Larry G hung out with me on Monday night, man. We actually had a chance to put a face with the name on Monday night. Larry
Dang.
G, yeah.
Dude, and I didn't even tune in Monday. That's the first time I hadn't tuned in a while.
Yeah.
Man. I missed it. Jesus.
I dropped by Monday.
Yeah,
I dropped Monday, man. Oh man, it was cool.
Yeah, it was, man. So me and Mikey both like, oh, okay, this is Larry G. Okay, Larry G. Appreciate you, brother, for hanging out with us on Monday night, man. And got flash it. Let's huddle. Let's. Everybody's in the house tonight. Who else we got in here? Let's keep it going. Who else we got? All right, Pete. PR, what's up, fam? All right, what's going on, man? We in here tonight. We just giving everybody time to get in here. I just go, St. Lou. St. Lou Joe is in the house.
Yo,
Arizona's coming up.
My man Joe. Yeah, he'll be in
Yeah.
Arizona with
St.
us.
Louis, all the way
Arizona's
from
coming
St.
up,
Louis.
Bubba. Taco time.
Yeah, Sarah Berryhill is in the house. Hello, what's good, fellas? Cowboy up. All right, all the way from Michigan. That's what's up. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got. We got everybody out there this time. Okay, Cowboys B, always with that B. Yeah, man.
Yeah, baby.
Already know it.
Yeah, thanks for the love.
What's
Yeah,
up,
you
Chris?
already
What's up,
know.
Chris?
That's
So, hey,
big.
is everybody excited? Okay, is everybody excited, man? I mean, we got it. The cut is done. Now we can prepare for a game. How are we feeling, Mikey, right now? How you feeling knowing that we're gonna get into I got the list and everything we're gonna get into, but how you feeling right now?
This is the most wonderful time of the year. Everybody is in it. Everybody is and right now. We're all healthy for the most part. Anticipation is big. We wait all year for this moment. We are what is it? 10 days away. We're 1 week away from the start
Yeah.
of the season. We're 10 days away from the start of our season, and this is as a grown man, I don't know. I invest in a lot, but emotionally and financially, we invest a lot in this star, and it's a big part of what we do and what we put in. And
Yeah.
this year is just one that we just pray that is just different. That is different. 2020, so that 29-year accounting stuff is over. So I'll hand it back to you, Bo.
All right, Rue, how you feeling, brother?
Man, Mikey took the words out of my mouth. It is literally the best time of the year. Like, I'm
Man.
3 days away from Texas football. I'm 3 days away
Yeah, you
from
are.
Texas football, kicking off against Rice. Little preseason game for my boys. And then, like Mikey said, we 10 days away from kickoff against the Giants
Monday
in
night.
New York, Sunday night. And, of course, they're going to make us wait. They always do. They're going to make us wait. You know how they do us. Last
Sunday
game,
night.
whatever. I mean, it's not Monday, but
Hey,
you know how
watch
it
the
goes.
ratings though. The ratings going to go off the roof.
Oh, it's going to be insane. But the
I'm-
ratings are going to be insane
I'm
all week
taking off
because we've been
Monday,
so
bro. I'm
deprived of
taking off.
football. We watched that Hall of Fame game. So it's like, come on. You know everybody's going to be watching every single game. It's week 1, and it's a beautiful time of the year. And I just love where we're at because I feel completely different than where I was this time last year. This time last year, I'm concerned. I've got big time questions. I've got a lot on my mind. I am very confused about what I really think is going to happen with this team. And at the end of the day, I predicted that it was going to be a playoff win, second round exit. This year, it's been a long time, but
I know you're right. That's right. Let's go. All right, big fella. How you feeling, man? We're here. I keep saying, man, we did such a great job, man. From the time our season was over with, and we kept coming with information, keeping the people informed with Mo News. That's right, I said Mo News.
That what you
Until
said?
up to this point, man. And
Yes,
it's just
sir.
here we are again, man. I got to give it up to us, man. We did, man. We filled
Well,
some spots.
well, following the greatest team in the history of the NFL, and being in America, it's our team, so we always got something to talk about, including on ESPN, Fox One, ABC 2, 3, and 4. You always got something to say about the Cowboys.
That's
Including
right.
our lovely fans here on TikTok that's already on me. These Niner fans is in my TikTok, but that's cool. I had to remind them that we're 19, 19, and 1. Your Niners ain't going nowhere. You still got 5 Super Bowls, but I had to keep reminding people, you can't come at the big fella and you think I don't know my history. Okay, anyway, back to your
Hey,
question.
invite them in, man. Tell them to come on over. Tell
Hey
them to come
man,
on over.
I've been trying to invite them over, man. They can interact with the show, everything. But look, Brigitte, to answer your question, it is football effing season.
Woo,
It is
give it up.
football. It's been the longest off season ever, just so I can see that star, that blue, that white, that silver on that field again at
Man.
AT&T, and also our other 32 home stadiums around the league.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all there, baby. We will see you there.
Larry G said, I got my popcorn ready. That's right, man. It's gonna be something to see. Like I say, the Raiders is gonna go out the roof come Sunday night, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care what nobody say. That's right. Waiting all Sunday, all summer for some Sunday night. So correct. I'm right there with you, Sarah. So with that being said, let's get into this, man. So I have the 53-man roster, but I also have the individuals that were cut. So let's go. Let me pull them up real quick and kind of go over these guys and see if these guys here kind of surprised y'all. Let me see if I can get to them real quick. Let me know. Let's see here. So here they are right here, man. So these are the guys that were cut. 32 cuts were made before the deadline. So at the top we got Jabril Cox. Then we got defensive end Isaiah Land. We got Tyrus Wheat, defensive end Jalen Cropper. Wow, Dennis Houston, Dontario Drummond, wide receiver Tyron Johnson was released. Running back Malik Davis. I think that was a really surprise. We got center Alec Lindstrom, O-line Brock Hoffman, tight end Seth Green, tight end Sean Keon, cornerback D'Angelo Mandel, safety Sheldrick Redwine, DT Quentin Bohanna, DN Ben Banagoo, offensive tackle Earl Bostic, cornerback Josh Butler, long snapper Trent Sieg, defensive lineman Isaac Alacone, wide receiver Jose Barbin, cornerback Miles Brook, Tyler Call, Preston Fant, Matt Simi, Darrell Chuma, CJ, Malik Jefferson, Will Greer, and Alex Taylor. But below that is these are guys that's on the injury list: Josh Ball, David Durden, DeMarvin Overshawn, and John Stevens Jr. So, what do you guys think? I mean, is there any surprises there you see? Rue, what do you think?
I mean, there's a couple names that stick out. And we had heard a lot about Alacron coming to see. So I mean, he was a name that I was surprised to see. I mean, you'd consistently seen him being brought up and looking like he was doing pretty decent at camp for what he was there to do. And then Choma Idoga, I'm actually seeing that now for the
Yeah,
first time. I didn't see that till now. That's surprising. They did bring him on to kind of add some depth to this O line. And I mean, they must feel good about what they have, because I am surprised to see that he's gone from that list. And then Moreno Cropper, that was another name that was just like, we'd seen some good things come out of him, but I think you had said before the show. I mean, luckily enough, it looks like he might have made that practice squad, because
right.
I mean, he was looking good with some stuff that we had seen him do out of Fresno State. I mean, obviously we're talking after the fact, but it was still looking like he was going to be promising, and it's just, it's at least nice to see him on that practice squad. But nothing really stands out in terms of like
Yeah,
a true shock. I mean, this
yeah.
is a lot of this was expected. Like I'm thinking Bohanna probably knew, Houston probably
The old
knew,
guy.
Cox probably knew. Like a lot of these guys were probably in that boat where it was just like they kind of saw it coming. But
Well, there was some information about Jabril Cox. Jabril Cox, once he was cut, the Cowboys trying to bring him back. He chose the Commanders over the Cowboys. What do you think about that, Mikey?
Well, like in situations like that, he probably took it kind of personal,
Yeah,
especially going to a rival. And good for him. Maybe it's that motivator he needs. Maybe he felt like he was shortchanged, considering that an injury did, rob us of what we could have saw 2 years ago, and then him coming back on the rehab. As far as anybody on the list, I was really optimistic about Isaiah Land. I like
yeah,
how he flashed,
yeah,
but then that goes to show like the way we've been drafting and accumulating really good players, especially on the defensive side. Alarcon, he was just a story. He couldn't even make the practice squad just because of his foreign player exemption. I think his name popped a lot. I'm with Rue. I really wanted to see Moreno Cropper on, but how much gadget guys can we have? We have two guys on a
yeah.
roster shorter than 5'8". Which back to Jabril. My son's calling in. Back to Jabril. Uh, it sucks that we got robbed. He was talented. It was nice to see that 14 on him. The last game he was in, he was productive. But Adoga, the kid from it, I'm more. I see the cuts, but I'm more excited for the guys that took their job, took their jobs. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm getting a call from my son. I got a jet. I'll see you guys right now.
Okay, brother. All
Yes,
right, big
sorry.
fella. What do you think? Is there any surprises or
The
what do you
the
think?
only surprise I had, I thought that Bahana,
Yeah,
yeah, Bohanna would make it over Gilmore. I thought
Gilmore.
I thought Bohanna had a better preseason. With him and Mozzie being lined up next to each other, Bohanna made a lot of good plays in the preseason.
Yeah,
And I really thought he was gonna be on the roster. That's the only out of this list, and maybe Malik Davis
David. Yeah,
uh, is probably my other one. But yeah, I was really surprised that they let Bohanna go. I was shocked.
yeah,
I really
Chris,
yeah.
was. Yeah.
A-
Chris,
a-
do you think because they let Malik go that these rumors of running backs that we keep hearing swirling around this team
Oh my
could come to fruition?
gosh.
I think Rule, you know how it goes, man, with the Cowboys. we,
True.
we, we
Very
we
true.
help people get paid. We help people
Mm-hmm.
get traded. Okay. If
That's
you
true.
can rumor somebody going to the Cowboys, that brings up interest to other teams. They're like, well, why the Cowboys want him? Why the Cowboys want him? Let's kick
Yeah.
the tires. Let's kick the tires. Right now, man, I think the running back room is just fine the way it is.
Yeah,
The only way, man, that I would kick those tires, Rue, man, it got to be one of them sweetheart deals. You know what I mean? Because right now, I'm more worried about number 11 paying number 11 next year than anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to bring another big ass contract on the Cowboys when we know we got number 11 waiting in the
in
wings,
the wings,
and
Right
right?
now.
he's gonna get quarterback money. He ain't
Yeah.
getting linebacker money. He
Best
gonna
player
get
in the league
quarterback
money.
money. So right now, I think they just gonna need to stay pat at that running back room.
Yeah, yeah. I think they have who they unless they can use Rico Dowdle as trade bait, and bring somebody in. But I think they're set and I think they're satisfied with what they have and it's what it's going to be. But yeah, I think my biggest shock was well not a shock, but I was surprised was Isaiah Land. I thought Isaiah Land did enough to stay on the team. And I thought Jabril Cox, I knew he was kind of borderline, but it is what it is. Again,
But we've been talking about Jabril for 2 years.
yeah, we've been
And we
trying to pull
remember
for him,
all
right?
last season, remember all
Yeah,
last off season, we
yeah.
was begging to see him. And
Hmm.
Yep.
his
We
perfect
were.
opportunity is when Layden got hurt for him to get on the field. And everybody say hi to my wife coming in the door.
Hey, cuz.
G said, "Hey, cuz," and so we were begging for him. Okay, we wanted him to get on the field. He got on the field and he did absolutely nothing. And then
Yeah,
I knew he was going to get cut as soon as we started seeing him with the third string in the second preseason game, and
yeah,
then the third preseason game. He was running with the third stringers and fourth stringers. I said
yeah.
that boy going to get cut. Okay, because if he was any valuable piece, he wouldn't be on the field at this time. So
Right.
we asked for Jabril to show up. Jabril did not show up. So
Yeah.
Jabril got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
let's go over to let's check out the other list that we have, guys. We got another list here. Let's look at that, and let's try to see what we got here. So basically, here, this is some news that's been reported by Blogging the Boys and new Dallas Cowboy players. We picked up offensive lineman Sean Harlow, joined the Cowboys practice squad after most recently spending time with the New York Giants, according to Mike Gelkin. Harlow was a fourth round draft choice of the Atlanta Falcons back in 2017 when Dan Quinn was their head coach and bounced around the league a bit since then. So he gives Cowboys some depth at center. So welcome, Sean. Okay. So here's some more news. We got some former Dallas Cowboys find a new home. Will Greer signing with Cincinnati Bengals. Isaiah Lamb was claimed by the Indianapolis Colts. Woo! Man, they getting young up there. Them Colts are getting young.
They ain't got no choice.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And Dennis Houston is joining the practice squad
Hey.
of the Giants. Wah wah.
Wow.
And Jabril Cox is joining Washington Commanders practice squads and apparently picked them over Dallas. He's gonna pay for that. But here's the list of the practice squads. We have Malik Jefferson as one of the practice squad players. Earl Bostic Jr., Jalen Marino, Cropper is on there. Rue, Malik Davis, C.J. Goodwin. C.J. Goodwin seems like he has a lifetime membership with the Cowboys.
Who, you said a lifetime membership.
That
Hey,
guy's been here since '95, I believe.
hey, didn't we say that about what's the name that with the Texans now, the wide receiver?
Noah
Um,
Brown.
Noah Brown.
yeah.
We
Noah
said the same
Brown,
thing about
yeah.
Noah.
Yeah, these two guys are finally getting pulled out the closet, man. I mean, they've been in the closet for so long. It's like, okay. But
Yeah,
look like
man.
CJ is still going to be with us for a while. We got Sheldrick red wine. I kind of liked a little bit, saw what I saw of the red wine, but he's look like he has some ways to go. Brock Hoffman is there. I think somebody just asked about Hoffman. Yeah, he's on the practice squad. Sean, wow. That he made the practice squad. Wow. Tyrus Wheat, Princeton Fant, Josh Butler, Tyron Johnson, Darrell Johnson, Sean Harlow, and Alex Taylor Prelow. Okay, so that is your practice squad. So I think there was actually, I think it's 14 that was signed.
Yeah.
And here's your quarterbacks, guys: Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance. Going on to your running back: Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn. Wide receiver: C.D. Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Jalen Tobin, Cavante Turpin, and Jalen Brooks. Tight end. There's your tight ends. I'm gonna let you guys look at it. I'm gonna
Hold on just one second. Right here at this
Whoa,
spot.
what we
At
Uh-oh.
missed?
this spot.
Uh-oh.
No. Because we got to
Uh-oh.
give credit where credit is due. We got to
Okay.
give credit to her because let's flip it because it is about who got cut.
Yeah,
But we got to give props to who made the team. And we gave this little guy up there a lot of shit about Jalen Tolbert for damn near a year.
No,
And a lot
you
of
gave him a lot of shit. You gave him
that's what it was.
bullshit.
Yeah,
It's on
that's what it
paper.
was.
Your horse. Last time I checked, your horse was Semi Fioco, and I ran on Dennis Houston, and both these guys ain't on the squad. And because one of our questions, I say before camp, before we even talk about any kind of football, like how you mentioned, now we get to talk about football. Was who was our horse in the third? Who was going to be that horse? And this guy stood pat up there, the skinny one. Some of us picked Fayoko, some of us picked Dennis Houston. And I'm here to say with a lot of humility, you were right for now. And I hope I'm wrong. And like even Jalen Tolbert made such an impression in camp that he's nipping at the butt of Michael Gallup. And that is saying things.
Gary, is this show
That
being
is
taped? Is this show being taped?
Uh,
Because
yeah,
he's
yeah, you'll be able to pull it up.
he's
Yeah,
literally giving Rue a compliment. So I want to make sure because
Hey,
I'm on stitch and tight. I like he, he gave Rue a compliment.
yeah,
hey, we boys, we razz each other, we give each other, but you know what? When you wrong, and you give. And Rue was right because Rue could be on. If I was in Rue's shoulder, I would have shut up and be the first thing I said on the show before he was saying hello and how right I was. So ups to that, and then another one, Hunter Lipke. The Hunter Lipke, I don't know if John Stevens or what. Yeah, John Stevens, if he stays healthy, I don't know if Lipke makes his team. But the impression that he made in the last game is an old style of football I welcome, and we need more of that. And the dynamic that he brings to our team is awesome. Awesome. We're carrying four running backs and three tight ends, where earlier on we were going to carry four tight ends and probably only three running backs.
yeah,
And that guy changed it. He could go in a tight end position. He could move around. Don't he can because he has the ability, but
right.
he is in the running back room, and that
Yeah,
that just pops off the page when I look at it. And Rue, you're right for now.
yeah. Well, and you know what?
Did he say for now?
Yeah,
For
for
now.
now. But look who made the receiver roster, Jalen Brooks, man. Now that's saying something. And which I thought he had talent. He's a big, long, tall, get guy, and
Undrafted.
like Mike McCarthy said, he just needs to slow down. But I think he has potentials. What do you guys think about Jalen Brooks? How y'all feeling about Jalen Brooks, big fella?
Man, hey, undrafted free agent, right? Made the team. It's hard to make a team as an undrafted free agent. Okay, that's
Big
number
time.
one. He was putting in work. So undrafted free agent made it over fifth round draft pick of 2 years ago,
Semi Fehoko,
who
yeah.
who basically didn't improve each year. I know Semi got hurt, and I hate to bring up old shit because Rue was on the Semi train also. So we just have to remind each other when sometimes we're wrong about people. So
Damn.
hey, since Mikey was very,
He just had to bust it out, bring me down a peg. He was like, "That's enough
yeah,
I'm
compliments
not
for
gonna
Rue
let
today.
Mikey live that up.
Let me
yeah.
just switch it up real quick."
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
have Rue on this pedestal like this, man. That ain't where he's
I haven't
happy.
even said anything.
I
I
know,
haven't said
I know.
nothing.
He does.
I
He does
know.
work better with a chip on his shoulder. He does
I
work
ain't
better with
said
a chip.
Hey, I need Rue to be doing this all the time. Okay, if he's not doing this, that's not where he belongs. Okay, but no, basically back to Jalen Brooks, man. Hey, man, I'm excited for the kid, man. Hey, when you put in work, you make the team.
That's
You know,
right.
I know he's
That's
just
right.
gonna be doing a lot of special team stuff right now. But hey, man, you may see him in packages and everything that he'll get on the field. But like I say, as long as you active on Sunday. Hey, shit, that's a win. That's
That's
a
right.
win.
That's right.
It's hard to get on them 53s, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
ask them 1,500 players that's sitting at home now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they won't be at home. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a feeling, man. I hate to say it. It's a bad feeling, man. Just to see that. This is probably rough, especially when you're uh fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round or undrafted free agent, man, trying to make the team. It's a dark time. It's very much a dark time, man. And I just wish the best for all those that hadn't found a home yet. But believe me, it's rough. It really is. So here's your offensive line.
Hey, that's a perspective, Gary, because you live that perspective
Yeah,
personally,
yeah,
and
man.
we're kind of ruthless on how we judge these players or how we talk about them, but there is a real human element, and there is a football player element that we could, like brotherly, we could think about because getting cut from a regular team. I only got cut a couple times, but that was basketball. But I remember the feeling. I can't attribute it to losing your job or anything like that, but we do dehumanize these players sometimes, and we got to understand, as much smack as we talk, that they are going through things, and being fired ain't no joke.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
true, and that's the only reason I'm so glad my son is retired. I can go back to enjoying football. So there we go. So here's your office line. Well, we look like we got Chuma on here, so I don't know. We got to figure out which is
But I
which.
didn't
But
see him. And now that I think about it, I feel like when I pulled it up on the Cowboys website, I don't remember seeing him. But
Yeah,
I
Adoka made the team. I think it was
okay,
Farniak or Walesko that didn't make the team,
okay,
but
okay.
we'll see. Yeah,
yeah,
kid from
Walesko,
Oregon.
man.
No, I don't think it's Walesko. I think it was Farniak. But the kid
Yeah.
from Oregon, we got to talk about that kid.
Who is this? Oh, you talking about TJ Bass?
Bass, baby, Bass. He rated PPF, one of the
Yeah,
top rated pass protectors as a guard. I know he's
yeah,
playing against twos, but that means he could play. That means he
yeah.
could play. He could stand his own against hungry guys at his level. Yes, he's gonna have to learn, but that's just the start, and that means we got ourselves a football player.
Yeah, well, you know what? And
absolutely.
I can say that about Awesome Riches. I mean, Awesome Riches has been showing some good signs, man. I'm big
Yes,
fella. What do you
sir.
think about these two, TJ Bass and Awesome Riches, man? I was looking. He was running with the in practice. I saw that he was running with the ones a few times. So, Paul Stewart said TJ Bass is going to ball out. Yeah, give him 1 year with Duke, Manyweather, and after year one, my goodness, yeah, I see that, Paul. I definitely see that.
Hey, man,
Uh,
that's my man from England. That's a UK cowboy right
that's
there,
what's
man. They
up.
got his shoulder.
Yeah,
Y'all
Yes,
follow the
sir.
UK Cowboys, man.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
That's a good
sir.
one.
um, I really think these two guys, these two awesome Richards and TJ Bass, is definitely going to contribute to the team if need be. I mean, that's what was asking, big fella. What do you think about those two guys?
I gee, I don't really know, man. Right now, man, I'm just happy where they are right now. Okay.
Yeah,
So, I really don't have a concern right now. Okay. So look, the Cowboys offensive line, since Zach and Steele, has anybody heard is Steele 100?
yeah. Still is 100.
Steele is
Yeah,
100.
Still,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Martin,
feels like Dorrance Armstrong and Steele have been like on a milk carton. We haven't heard
you
anything
hadn't
from those
heard
guys.
nothing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So Steele is 100. Martin's 100. The badass Tyler
yeah,
Bialic, the shove
yeah,
heard around the world.
yeah,
yeah.
And both Smith boys are ready to play, right?
yeah.
So
Everybody's
Yes,
ready.
so everybody ready to rock. All
Yeah,
right.
correct.
So if you see TJ or did also make the 53?
yeah. There he is. He's on the
Okay.
list.
All
Yeah,
right. So also made the 53. Okay. So, dude, I think the offensive line has been the best it's been in a long time. Okay. Now, we've been preaching about Tyron with his tires being flat, right? But
Yeah,
watching Awesome in the preseason, the kid actually played pretty good. Okay.
exactly.
I don't think he gave up a sack in the preseason. Okay. So even if Tyron go down, I'm comfortable to see Richards out there on that tackle. Okay. And if Bass come in, hey man, he got to be coming in because this is supposed to be a dramatic injury. Okay.
Yeah,
Because hey, both of them, Tyler Smith and Zach Martin. I think Tyler may make it. I think it may be a Pro Bowl year, man. I think he should have been a Pro Bowler last year, man, because his accomplishment as a rookie on this offensive line, moving him to a weak side tackle and starting for what 16 games. Say,
yeah,
man, I thought he was an all pro player last year.
yeah. And for him to have to come in behind
Yes,
Travis
sir.
Frederick, man, that was some big shoes to fill. So he's coming into his own. I can definitely say that. I had some concerns about him in the beginning, but I
Mhm.
think he's coming along pretty good. And then we saw what he did to Sam Williams. So he's about that. He's bowdy bowdy.
Yeah, man. I'm really excited. Because I was
Considering the
concerned.
pick,
I was concerned about the pick of Awesome Richards because I really didn't follow North Carolina football, but that scouting department for the Cowboys have been amazing. Okay, they've been
yes,
Oh
finding
my
needles in
God.
haystacks, left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really paid attention to Awesome Richards this preseason, man. And I think the kid, once he do get on the field, I think you're gonna see dividends. I mean, because he's gonna be our future left tackle. He's our future,
Yeah.
because as soon as Tyron is done, guess who's gonna be in that spot? Awesome Richards.
So true. So
I
true.
don't know. Tyler Smith, bro. Maybe I don't know. Tyler Smith might be that guy, but
Hey man, for some
I
reason,
love what our scouting
they
department
want
does.
him at guard, bro. They want him at guard. I loved
Yeah.
him at tackle too. I did too, but
Yeah.
but don't you think they want him at guard because of Tyron? I mean, they just. I mean, Tyron's still
Just for
here.
now.
Yeah.
It's
You mean
Tyler,
just for now?
I
Tyler's too
agree.
good to not put him on the field. So you put him at guard, and then he can do both. He can. But
But that's the
he held
beauty of
down
our
that
line.
tackle role. He really did. He did a good job at tackle,
but
especially
but
for
hey, but
for his.
but y'all remember when Larry Allen he played out at tackle for a
Oh,
while there.
you're talking about a human being amongst no a
Well,
god
well,
amongst human
well, I'm
beings,
just
bro.
I'm just trying to compare. It didn't matter where he played. Okay, if Larry could deep snap, I'm sure they could have put him at center too. So basically, right now they got a young kid, man, that's more athletic. So they trying to get more athletic at that guard position. So that's why they got
Yeah.
him at guard. Okay, I mean to
Yeah.
be
Yes,
honest,
sir.
that's the real
Yes,
reason
sir.
because his athleticism.
Yeah.
So but Awesome has just been a natural right tackle his whole career too.
Yeah. Well, like I say, that's what we got on our offensive line. So let's keep it moving, man. Because
Let's keep it
I'm
moving.
okay. I feel good about this offensive line, knowing that we got T.J. Bass and Chuma Adoga. I guess he's there, and then Awesome Richards. So here we are. We already know about this defensive end core. We got some dogs right here at the defensive end with Michael Parsons, D. Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Sam Wills, and Dante Fowler. So these guys, all these guys right here, are sitting in the back of the pickup waiting for the tailgate to be let down. I told you once before, it's like seeing them pit bulls hunt them hogs out there in the country, man. Them jokers, when you let that tailgate down, baby, let me tell you. And these guys been sitting on the sideline for all preseason. Can you imagine what's going through their head right now? They cannot wait for Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
so here we are.
Literally, literally.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Here we are, defensive tackle. We got Monty Smith, Jonathan Hankin, Osa Jr., Chauncey. Chauncey Golston is basically officially a DT now. You know, he
You
played
see that?
defensive
You
Just
see
midfield.
moved
that?
into
Don't
that
you?
last year.
Yes,
Yeah.
he worked on that, baby. But what do
Yeah,
you
gained that
feel
weight.
about not seeing Junior Feoko and not seeing him, but a player like Isaiah Land got released, and you saw he had his moments, and he got picked up right away. And then also, do you feel that the right guy won out of Neville Gallimore and Bohanna?
Bohanna.
What
I, I
I
think,
don't.
I think,
I do.
yeah,
I
I think
do.
they went with youth.
I would take Neville over
Yeah,
Hannah for
but
sure.
Bohanna
do
was a
you
little older.
Do you think it's them like covering them like another fifth rounder or another pick that because Neville, what was he, a fourth rounder? Eh,
But
Going to where they dropped the ball to. I to me it was neck and neck. I like Bohan a little bit more because I like his
Bohanna.
size more.
Yeah,
Bohanna outplayed Neville in the preseason to me. Okay,
yeah,
he splashed. I
There
saw
you
it.
go.
You know,
There you
so
go, Bobo.
I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, but hey, it is what it is. Because when you splitting hairs, it's probably like, hey, let's flip a coin. Which one of them got to go? And
yeah.
I think that's basically what happened.
That's right. Never was a third rounder. That's right. You're right. That was
Mhm.
Paul. I think he corrected us on it. He was a third round. But
Yeah, he's a third rounder.
you
So
got
it
to
looks
remember.
bad if we release Neville. It looks bad on the scouting department because if that hair is him being a higher pick opposed to the better player, I think that could be a mistake. I like what Chris is saying. I was with Bohanna, but Bohanna started hard. Sometimes it depends when you start playing good. He
Yeah.
started great in the beginning of the preseason. At the end of the preseason, he tailed off. Only know it's 3 games, but that matters and that counts.
Yeah. And you got to remember, we brought Mozzie in, so somebody had to go.
Yeah,
Somebody had to
somebody
go.
did. Yeah,
So
but the reason I guess was because I keep going back to last year. You know how they deactivated Neville a lot last year,
yeah,
and
Yeah, that elbow.
I brought that up. I was like, man, he's been deactivated a lot, man. I don't understand why. Because remember we were having trouble with the run, and he's supposed to be a run stopper.
yeah,
Why is he on the bench?
yeah.
But we gonna see, man. Man, I got real hopes for these D tackles, man. I think they're deeper than they ever
Facts,
been.
facts. And here's
Yeah,
our
because if it was the other way around too, we'd be like, we kind of have the same argument for Neville because
yeah,
Neville does have his moments, and we like Neville too. That the whole elbow injury was a setback for him as well. So
Yeah.
you're right. Splitting hairs is on point.
yeah. So somebody had to go. When you bring Mozzie in, some the odd man is going to be out, and just so happened to be Gallimore. And they went with youth over age. That's what they did. And Bohanna, he's been around a while, but like you said, Mikey, Neville Gallimore was a third rounder. It'd be crazy to release him. And
Now, G, I know what you about to bring up next. This is the only part of the Cowboys I'm concerned with.
oh,
Is the
I
linebacker.
wonder why.
well, we don't. Let's
No,
talk
no,
about it.
it's not about LVE. Remember, I told you I've turned
Right.
over a new leaf. He is the head of the table for me. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm concerned when Overshown got hurt. It seemed
Yeah.
like, and then you release Hand. Okay, where are we going with this? Okay,
Well, they're going with Devin
all four.
Harper, big fella. They're going with Devin Harper.
No, but I think they're going with they're adapting the defense to what the offense is giving you. It's no longer three linebackers on the field anyway,
No,
so
no,
you
it's
need
not.
an overshown type. And Marquise Bell, like that kid was around the football. A 41, you think of Terrence Newman right off the bat.
Right.
I think
Donovan Wilson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, you think of 41 when you see, and that 41 was around the ball. Like, and I don't know if you watched Brian Baldiger's takes, but he did two of them of Marquise Bell, and I take Brian Baldinger's word for what it is, and I paid attention to watch the replay, and I was like, yeah, that kid would redirect people, keep contained, flush them to the middle, and somebody kept contained, got flushed to the middle, he would make a tackle. So yes, we need him to beef up, but like I think what Dan Campbell, Dan Quinn is doing with our defense is he's adapting it to what offense are giving. The only other offense I could see, overpowering us, or let's say they put four tight ends on the field. Who are the three linebackers you would see on the
Yeah.
field?
Well,
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is my concern. This is the reason why I'm concerned with this group. Okay, because we know LVE has a tendency of getting hurt at least twice a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So you remember last year when he got hurt, man, we were
Yeah.
really struggling at that linebacker position. That's why Cox was in and out. That's why Damone got on the field at the time because we had Anthony Barr and everything like that. We
Yeah.
don't have that veteran anymore. Okay, that can lead that group. So everybody here is young except for Leighton, and I'm concerned about that. Okay, because I need that leader. Okay, I need that guy who's going to consistently make tackles. Okay, because they designed that defensive line to clear up them linebackers to make tackles, right? That's why they drafted Mozzie, and that's why they wanted to get bigger in that middle so those linebackers could flow, right? But if LVE get hurt, where do we go? That's what I'm asking.
You
Where do
out?
we?
And
I
that's the
think that.
versatility. Go ahead, boss. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. I think you're going to see a veteran. Yeah, I think you're going to see a veteran linebacker come in here. I mean, we got 1,500 players on waivers right now, are being
Yeah, that's
released, one
true.
of the two. So I think
Yeah,
you're going to see a veteran linebacker come in here to assist at that
but
point.
remember, we drafted Micah Parsons to be a linebacker. If Sam Williams, we're going to see any of his disciplinary stuff until he actually gets his due process. So if Sam Williams shines out, and that has to happen
Yeah,
with the anchors that we have with Hankins and
yeah, yeah,
Mozzie, I could see the double sticks back there. I'm sorry, Ru.
yeah. What do you think, Rue?
I was going to hint at the same damn thing because I was just like, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, yes, I agree with you, Chris. The depth definitely scares me 100%. I mean, you're bringing Bell from that safety spot down to, I mean, he's going to have to put on some weight, get him at that size for that linebacker spot. But I will say, full strength, healthy, Damone Clark, Leighton Vander Esch, owning that middle, I feel good about it. I mean, I like what I like them with the speed and with what they're going to be able to do at that spot with all the big fellas that we have up front. I like that, but like you're saying, with his injury history, to only have Devin
You
and
need a
Marquise
veteran.
behind him,
Yeah, you're gonna have
it
a
is
veteran.
a scary thought. But it does bring me to what Mikey's talking about. Micah Parsons being that land shark in the middle of your field does not look like a bad thing to me. It actually feels like one of those situations where if Sam does step up, if Tank, can still be, his usual self and, maybe create some more pressure and help out with that run stopping. If Sam can start putting that pressure on and they start clogging up that middle, Micah just roaming around sounds amazing to me. I mean,
Hey,
I know his pass rush threat
Yeah,
mhm.
is so elite that it's like, how
he's a
do I take
utility
this guy
guy.
off the line? But with everything else that he's able to do, because he can do everything. He can cover, he can put that pass rush on, and I mean, shoot, blitz him out of the middle. He'll get there.
Hey,
Yeah.
G, I want to debate this just real quick about that whole situation with moving number 11 around. Okay, we know he's gonna be moving around, but if Leighton get hurt, number 11 is not gonna play primarily
No,
linebacker. Okay, his best thing is on those ends.
rushing the
Okay,
pass.
rushing the passer. That's why he's going to make quarterback money to get to the passer.
Yeah,
They don't give a damn if Michael Parsons make a tackle on a running back or anything like that. They need him to get the quarterback on the ground. I don't consider Michael Parsons a linebacker at
not
all.
anymore.
Michael Parsons is a rush in.
Yeah,
He's a rush in period. I don't
I
care
agree.
what they say he is. We know what he is. He is a rush in. Sometimes they'll put him in the middle at defensive tackle and rush that way. Sometimes
Yeah.
they'll put him at middle linebacker and rush that way. But dude, we all know he is not a linebacker. He's
Yeah.
a rush in.
And but
But you put the caveat if it were to get there, Chris, what you said, if LVE doesn't make it or he gets hurt, we have that option. That's what we're saying.
But do you want that option? That you want him specifically being a
I want him.
linebacker? You taking
I
away
want him on the field, boss. I want
that's
him on the
true.
field.
That's true. But you're
yeah.
taking away your best weapon on defense if you put him at middle linebacker.
Yeah.
He's on the
your
field.
best.
He's going to
Well,
affect anyway.
and here's the thing, and it goes both ways with what you guys are saying. It goes, I mean, we have that luxury. The guy got, I mean, we they said Bosa was the defensive player. That pissed him off because uh, we had Michael Parsons making just as many tackles at linebackers as he did defensive end. This guy played two positions. They said Bosa was the defensive player of the year, so he's still pissed about that. But we do have this luxury with Michael Parsons. But like
I
Chris said, he is a pass rush defensive end. So this is where I'm thinking you're going to see maybe a veteran linebacker come in because we don't know what's going to happen with LVE. But at the same time, and just like Paul was saying earlier about Marquise Bell, they're going to go with the two linebackers. This is more in the dime package, the nickel package, things like that. This is when you'll see Donovan Wilson slide down or Marquise Bell or something like that. But
Don't sleep on Devin Harper. We could have an Anthony
I
Hitchens
had seen
out
shit.
of
I
that
hadn't
Devin
seen shit
Harper.
from
You know
I'm
what I mean?
sorry. I'm not a Devin
He's
Harper fan.
absolutely right, man. Devin Harper in like his last season at Oklahoma State played like
I
half
don't
that
give a
year.
darn
Started
about Oklahoma
with a
State,
damn broken arm, man. That dude's a tough dude, man.
bro.
That dude's a tough ass dude. That
Well,
dude's a good
hey,
player.
I
There's
went.
a
I
reason
was
he
pulling
made
for.
this
I was
team.
pulling for James. What was that boy named? James. What was his
James
name?
Washington.
Jackson.
James Washington.
And no, and hold up,
All
because I gotta
Oklahoma
address.
State
I
James,
gotta address
players.
Chris.
he
All
got cut
Oklahoma State
again.
players are the same. They're garbage.
Come
No,
on, G. Come
I
on,
got,
G.
and I gotta address Chris real quick because
Yeah, come on, Rube.
the
Come
thing
on.
is with Micah Parsons to say that I understand what you mean, what you say, like when I
We got to
understand what
move
you
on,
mean when you say
fellas.
what you say. But my thing is he's more than that. He's not just that. He's
Yeah,
not just that. He
yeah,
can cover and he can be more than just that pass rush guy. He
yeah,
was more than that last season. I mean, we were
yeah,
going into last season. He was competing with I mean, this is just in
yeah.
his future, but he was talking about Diggs. I'm going to have more interceptions than you going into
He,
last year.
again, like you
And
say, Rue, he had just as many tackles at linebacker as he did defensive end.
and I want to be
Roos,
and I want to make one thing clear. I don't mean that he's going to come in and fill in that Leighton Vander Esch role because Micah has a Micah role. It's his role. He's the hybrid. He is the everything. He is the driving force. Leighton has his duty that he has to do. I'm not asking him to be Leighton. Somebody else need to step up and be Leighton. If Leighton goes down and does what he does, and if I have anybody
that's fine,
disrespect,
and that's J-Ron Curse, and that's J-Ron Curse. That's the general on the field too.
but in
But
that,
you sound like Boobie Miles' uncle. You be sound, and he
Yeah.
could pass.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
but my thing is in that linebacker room, it'll probably be Damone. It should be Damone because that's what we drafted him to be. We drafted him to be that, to be the leader in that linebacker room, to be that
Replace
guy with the
replace
eyes
Leighton,
working
right?
that thing.
Yeah.
That's what Damone's here to do, and I think that's what he can do for this defense. The depth scares me, but right
Yeah.
now it is what it is.
Yeah. So here we are, guys. We got to keep moving because we got to still get to the elephant in the room. We ain't got to that yet. Good grief. But our cornerbacks is we have Trayvon Diggs.
What'd you say about me? What'd you say about me?
Oh, there you go. Now. Oh my gosh, y'all are so sensitive. So here we are, man. So here we are. We know who our two starters are: Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Gilmore. But listen, look at that. We have Deron Bland and Jordan Lewis, who was activated from the pup list.
Hey,
Uh,
another thing I was wrong, Chris. Another thing I was wrong. I'm wrong. You
about
got
what?
your man. I said Jordan Lewis wasn't going to make this team, but
Did you
him being
really
up
say that?
here, yes, sir. I told him you should just give that number 2 to old Pomeranian, but I
So,
was wrong.
so man, don't
Wow.
you ever,
I didn't know
ever,
you said that, bro.
ever in your life bring up
Yeah.
the great Jordan Lewis in vain
You can get
again.
cut like that, bro.
You
Cut
will,
deep.
I will see you in week 3. I will.
Hey, we gonna have a good time. Don't put no negative vibes on that. As far as I go, it's a dub already. There's a fire sale in Arizona, and we gonna have ourselves a good
So
time.
listen, let's go.
But
We got to keep moving, guys.
I know.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go.
so now
Hey
we're
man,
good.
it's
We're
football
good.
season. You said you was excited. We excited too. We got to talking
Yeah,
about
man.
the roster, bro. You the one brought this up, and you trying to tell us to move on. We have a
No,
good,
this is
good
no,
positive.
because this is what our subscribers want to hear. Our subscribers are ready to hear this cornerback action. So
All right, go ahead.
yeah. I just want to get what they people don't want to hear. But yeah, we got Deron Bland and Jordan Lewis, dude. That is a major move, major move. And then we got drive by. I mean, Kevin
He's no
Joseph.
longer on the team.
Kevin
So-
Joseph got traded for Noah. Yeah,
What's
that
up,
guy.
Billy? What's up, Billy?
Yeah, what's up, Billy? What's going on, man? Yeah,
good
so
luck getting him to behave in Miami.
in Florida. Oh my God, he
Oh,
already
man.
down and I brought a damn hurricane down there already.
Shit, he's already
But it's
making
just
a run.
we're talking on that trade real quick. It's mid for mid. It's he's a first round, but they're both mid guys. It was just here you have my problem. It was like wife swap, and the both chicks are mediocre.
Well, they said that Miami actually saw him play inside, according to Mike McCarthy, and they like that he played inside. And basically, what they're looking for is somebody that can play outside. So they thought it was a good trade to make with Miami. And I don't know much about Noah, but we'll see what goes on with him. I guess we can pull up his highlight tape, see what he's about. But again, like you
You're
said,
not going
Mike,
to try to pronounce that. You're not going to try to pronounce
I'm
that.
not gonna do that to myself. I'm not. You do it. I'm not gonna do it. You do it. How about waiting on you?
It's it not gonna make it. Yeah, did I could it could come out. It could sound racist. So no.
That's why. Hey, I'm gonna play it safe, brother. I'm gonna play it safe. Okay, his name is Noah. But so and then look at here, Eric Scott Jr. made it. So man, that's what's up, man. So again, Kevin Joseph, he was a third rounder. Was he third or second? Was he second?
He was a
It
second.
was a second. It's a second
Second
for a
round.
first.
Yeah, second for a
Second
first.
round. That
But I don't
second
remember
round.
anybody being memorable in Miami's secondary last year outside of.
No,
I mean,
me neither.
Well, they got Jalen Ramsey this year, and then Xavier, don't they?
Well,
He's
no,
already gone.
Jalen is out with his ACL.
Jalen's gone.
Isn't ACL, I believe. I think
I
so.
think
So
he's done.
I don't know what's going on in
Yeah.
Miami, but he's over there with Cedric Wilson now, and maybe they can connect.
No, didn't they let him go?
Cedric
didn't they-
Wilson.
Yeah.
They
I
let
think
Cedric
they did.
Wilson go? No, dude.
I'm pretty sure.
Get rid of Jalen Tolbert now.
No, stop it, bro. Stop it. But yeah. So this is your cornerback. This is what you got going on at your cornerback, man. Your safeties. We already know that safety is
Yeah, that's
loaded.
locked down. That's a good.
But
That's a
I
good.
am
That's a
so
good
glad
mob.
That's
Yeah,
one of the best rooms in this
yeah.
entire
That's a good
Yes.
mob.
team.
That's a good
Yes.
mob.
I love
Give
that
it up
safety
for
room.
that
That
safety
safety room
Dude,
is elite.
and you think about all the years we were waiting for Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas. We needed an Earl Thomas.
Get it,
Now we got an
absolutely.
abundance of it. And then our safety room kind of looks like has a Legion of Boom field
Oh my God.
with
They bring some
with
heavy hitters.
Curse and Donovan. You got Chancellor and Thomas. Well, even Malik, even McQuamu, dude. McQuamu was my dog.
But
They
they're
were-
saying
they're
been
gonna
told
fly.
that John
I'll be happy to wear any of their jerseys. That room is deep.
That
It's
room
deep.
is beautiful. That room is absolutely beautiful.
It's
That's
deep,
my.
man.
I'm safe to say that's probably my favorite room in the entire
Yeah,
damn
mine
team.
too,
That,
bro.
that
I'm
safety
with
room
you.
is absolutely
I'm
beautiful.
with you.
I mean,
like
Donovan
that.
Wilson, J. Ron, it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That quarterback room would have something to say, but they're one of the same. It's the DB room, period. The
Yeah.
DB room,
Yeah,
period, bro.
secondary is the
But I
secondary.
was
is
really
elite.
And I
impressed
think
with
that
Wanya.
makes up for our lack of linebackers. I think
Yeah.
that's just a weak spot. And I know we
It's a
don't want them at the
blanket out
second
there.
level. Yeah,
It's an
And
absolute blanket out there. If the pressure's
Donovan,
coming, forget it. They're not going to have no time, and nobody's going to be open.
Well,
Yeah,
we know that Marquise Bell is a safety, but I mean, we're talking with a Super Bowl caliber defensive coordinator. He knows what he's doing. He's mixing some shit up, man, and he's stirring it like gumbo. So it's gonna be beautiful and it's gonna taste great once it's all done with. So just sit back and relax and put your seatbelt on because we're going for a bumpy ride. It's going to be beautiful at the end of the day. So again, I'm so glad that Wanye Thomas made it, man.
Yes.
Capricorn, I'll see you back there. I'll get you on just a second. Um, Thomas, and this has been told that it's a possibility that Wanye could be replacing J. Run Curse on next year. So we don't know. We don't know, and we'll see what happens. But let's just enjoy the labor right now, So yeah. So with that being said, guys, here's your specialist. Brandon Aubrey is your kicker.
Talk about the room you don't want to be in.
Yeah,
Talk
no
about the
kidding.
room you don't want to be in.
No kidding.
And there's your injury reserve, things like that. Nation, right?
I gotta say, man, I'm very surprised that they didn't bring a sure-legged veteran into that special teams room. And but we're gonna run with this kid from USFL, hometown kid, Plano, Texas, Brandon Arbery. But
he looks pretty good to me, man.
I hope you're right.
He hit that fit. He missed it and he hit it. I think we're just gonna go with growing pains and grow him. Dude, Chris Bonio came out of somewhere. Who was our last grade? They're all homegrown, and we can't just be picky. We got to pick and choose with our cap room and our roster what we could have. And I know that a kicker affected our run for this last run, especially. Yeah. So, it's a gamble, and let's hope.
How many extra points? How many extra points in a row?
Five.
Too many.
Five.
Hey, man.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. Never. I've never seen somebody be out from 57 yards and nail it.
But he's never missed a 60-yarder. But the dude has never missed a 60-yarder, dude. Like, he hit that one in Minnesota, bro. But let it go. We got more show, bro. Let it go. Just let it go.
How
he's
you
not
do
on the
that?
team.
What you say, Chris?
Brett get the fuck Maher. Get the fuck Maher, man.
He's not on the team anymore.
He's gone, man. He's gone.
I'm sorry, Miss Eunice, if I'm cussing.
I don't think she's in today.
Yeah. So I mean, the guy Brandon Aubrey, he looked good. I mean, he missed 159 yarder. He made another. That's not an easy task, guys.
59's a long
yarder.
way.
That's not
59's
easy.
a long way.
So he missed one and he hit one. So and that's crazy. You see the trades. Nick Folk got traded to the Titans. Nick Folk is actually the oldest player in the league. He was drafted. What was it? 2006 from Arizona. Bear down to the Cowboys, man. So he's still in the league.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, guys, that's our lineup right there. So we got to go to what's really going on, man. And now we're set. The roster is set. Our practice squad is set. Those that are no longer on the team is set. So now we can get ready to play some football. Let's give it up. Play some football. But
that took an hour.
Yeah, we
fast hour.
Huh?
Yeah, that was a quick hour. I didn't even realize it took.
No, we're not done. We're not
done. I know. It's the season.
Like that.
Thank you for tuning in to the pre-cut special.
Oh, hey, this is extended.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Hey, because I'm an hour behind y'all, so I got an extra hour, so we can go.
You with me? What you talking about? Yeah, you with me? It's 5 o'clock. Oh, it's barely 6 o'clock for us, Bubba. Told you gonna like Mountain Standard Time, Bubba. Mountain Standard's the best.
So here's the
y'all
deal,
are 2
guys.
hours back right now.
I'm an hour.
He's an hour.
Yeah,
Mikey's
I'm
2.
an hour. Mikey's 2.
No, we're 6 at 6 o'clock
It's
for
8
me.
o'clock here. It's 8 o'clock in Texas.
Man, listen, we ain't not finna talk about all that. Man, let's get into the elephant in the room. Damn, y'all can call each other on that, bro.
Damn moderator, huh?
Y'all acting like y'all on.
No. When he starts talking, saying how cool it is to all of us, flaunting his yacht, eating crumpets and truffles.
We went
nuts.
And it's 110 degrees.
Yeah.
We're all Gucci.
We're ready, G.
We're Gucci,
ready.
man.
Come on, G.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. So basically, what the story is?
Stop talking about me every time you say that hurts my
zero
feelings. Every time you say that, talk about the elephant in the room.
Do what?
He talking
Every
about you
time you
calling
say
him an
elephant in the
elephant
room,
G is
you have to
rude.
hurt my
Oh,
He
feelings.
doesn't
stop
appreciate
it.
it.
Oh, stop
he
it.
means we have good memories. He means we have good memories.
That's all. And I'm not even referring to you. So it's reported that Lance is starting over with the Cowboys 2 years after he was looked at as the next franchise quarterback in San Francisco, which traded multiple first round picks to move up and draft him third overall. Dallas gave up a fourth round pick in a deal reached not long after Lance, who wore number 5 with the 49ers, lost out to Sam Darnold for the backup job behind Brock Purdy. So, guys, it says Lance topped the depth chart for just 2 weeks in San Francisco at the start of the former North Dakota State player. So guys, here we are. We got this guy Trey Lance here at the Star. How are y'all feeling about that?
Can I go?
And what does it mean? Who wants to start? I don't care who
I'll
starts,
go.
but what does it mean
I'll
knowing that
go.
we have Trey Lance
I'll tell you
on the
exactly.
squad now? I mean,
I'll tell you what it means to me. Okay.
okay.
What it means to me is what's wrong that San Francisco got rid of a player that they gave up 3 number 1 picks for. Not one, they didn't have a pick this year. They won't have a pick next year, and they won't have a pick after that. And you quickly got rid of him. Tell me why. Everybody's want to know, why did the Cowboys get him? Why did the Cowboys get him? Why did the Cowboys get him? Tell me why San Francisco got rid of him. That's what I want to know. Because to me, from a kid who only played 1 year in college, because the next year it was COVID, okay? Then he get drafted a top 3 pick, okay? Then he gets hurt, okay? And then he can't beat out the Mr. Irrelevant and a nobody number 1 pick on his team. Tell me why, okay? Now, to me, the Cowboys did it for leverage. If somebody need a quarterback, and if somebody quarterback get
Mm.
hurt, they got somebody to trade to get capital. For the Cowboy fans that think Trey Lance is going to touch the field, something dramatically went wrong for the Cowboys. Dak will be out for the season, or Cooper Rush is hurt. That's the only way you're going to see that boy on the field. Okay? So, Cowboy fans, chill the F out. Number 1. Number 2, it's not a Cowboy problem. It is a Niner problem. Because
No,
if
it's
I'm
not
a
a problem for
Niner
the Cowboys. No,
fan,
it's not a problem.
hold on. If I'm a Niner fan, I am pissed to the highest festivity
They are.
that I
They
gave
are.
up all
Festivity,
this,
baby.
all this capital, and he is now on somebody else's team.
Well, so we're on like a thread on a messenger app, and I wasn't too happy initially.
You blew your top.
Just
You blew your
uh,
top.
oh
Absolutely
yeah,
lost it.
I
Was
did.
mad as hell.
I
And real quick, before you go, I got to tell you what happened when I played that fucking thing on the chat. I was at a function for work, and we were on a party bus going to a thing, and guess who was hooked up to the Bluetooth, dog?
No way.
It was
shut
me.
up.
It was me hooked
No,
up
it
to the
was me.
Bluetooth, and we had gotten off the bus. And I got your message as we were getting off the bus going into the hotel. And I look at my phone and I'm like, what's going on? And I see what happened. And I'm like, oh crap. Like, we just got Trey Lance. And I play your message as people are getting off
Never
the bus.
play his voice
And then
message.
I can't hear it. So I'm like holding it up to my ear, turning it all the way up.
So you play it
Before I
twice.
turn around and realize that the party bus that we were in is blaring your ass yelling. And I'm just like, oh my God.
It's
I
it's
can't believe I
roulette.
just did that.
It's roulette and a gamble, being my friend, to say the least. So yes, I overreacted a tad. Just all right. I my first inclination video, I wasn't happy for what we do with our picks. Our draft picks, our gold, we hit on players. As you see, we do hit on regular players. We find players, and going back to what Chris said, the team that had egg on their face was the Niners. Like I got Schadenfreude from it. If you don't know what Schadenfreude means, it's a word in German, and there's no other word in any other language but in German called Schadenfreude, and that means joy at the misery of others. And I would add joy at the misery of the 49ers losing those picks, having eggs on their face, and cutting him. So I was so deep into that when that news broke, and then we saw a fourth round pick. Considering what this year means, this year is one of those years where financially everything's working. We CD still on the squad without his contract. Diggs got paid. We have to pay Micah. Micah hasn't gotten paid yet. We still got to extend Dak, but we have all these pieces here for the 2024 season. So that going in motion, if we're going to spend any draft capital, we need to spend it on what's our biggest deficiency, maybe linebacker or offensive line. I mentioned the Cardinals are having a fire sale. I don't know if there's a negotiation with James Conner. For James Conner, that hasn't been official, but they've been giving away their players. And one is his name is John Jones, I believe. He is a tackle that could play guard, and he could solidify our offense if they're selling them. Maybe that's what I had my heart hopes going forward. So the dust is settled. This kid he was drafted when he was 20. He's only 23.
23.
I hate using the word potential. I really don't. But blessings, I use blessings more than potential. But this kid has the blessings to be picked third, number one overall. We're a team with a genius like Mike or Shanahan and a Hall of Fame safety. Darren Woodson should be in before this guy. Anyway, John Lynch picked him. Yeah, it pisses me off saying that. But John Lynch picked him, and they had egg on their face. And so to speak, we bailed them out. If it comes full circle where this kid actually is a player that's good, he's in the right spot. He's not going to take Dak Prescott's job right now. If we groom him and say the worst comes to worst and he ends up taking Dak's job, is that bad for us as the star? Because at the end, it's the Cowboys, and he ends up being that player he's supposed to be. You know, that sucks for Dak Prescott, but us as Dallas Cowboy fans, that's good for us. And I know Cowboy Corner would be salivating at that. But for what we've seen from him, we watched him last year play in a game where it was a torrential rain. It was a 19-point game, and he lost it. We haven't seen – they only gave this kid 4 NFL games and 2 training camps, and they were done with him. So maybe there's something we don't know that happened there, but it didn't happen in Dallas. And we got a bargain, and we'll see what it is. But I'm very sorry, Rue, if I drop all those fucking F-bombs.
Man, I just want to say, it was so quiet, and it was so peaceful for so long. Like, we were right there. The season is 10 days away.
Right.
We haven't had any like catastrophic injuries. Mind you, Overshown definitely was a loss, and it was a painful one, but it wasn't devastating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to change the spread on any of these games. And to go through this right now with Trey, to me, it's funny. To me, it's funny because Cowboys fans, some of y'all are dog shit. Some of y'all really are shit. You really are. Like, some of y'all are terrible.
Whoa, Rue.
Some of you really are. And I don't care because I feel it at the game.
Ether, baby.
It is what it is. Because these things that are coming out where people are telling me
got your H3, hold tight.
That Dak Prescott is not going to be the starting quarterback of this team by week 6. And I'm seeing this from Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Like, have y'all not watched this man?
But
this man just got beat out by Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Damn.
Are we even sure Brock Purdy is going to come in and play this entire season after
don't know.
all the rumors of Tommy John surgery and everything else that was going on with him after that catastrophic hit against the Eagles. And now he's coming back less than 6 months later, and he's just going to pick up where he left off. Mind you, throughout that entire 7-game stretch where he was a man possessed. I'm not going to take anything away from his numbers. It was probably one of the most impressive rookie performances by a 7th round pick we've seen in 20 years. But he never faced a defense ranked higher than top 22. And the only time he did see a defense ranked at the top was our defense, who kept him pretty pedestrian throughout that entire day, and our quarterback threw it away.
But then that circles around.
Now, and I'm going to get to that because I'm on record for this season on what I expect from Dak Prescott. I'm on record for the first time as my adult life as a Cowboys fan, for the first time ever, I actually believe that this team can win a Super Bowl. I did not believe it last season. You can pull the freaking tape. It's on record. I didn't believe it the season before that. I didn't believe it the season before that. I really thought probably the closest I'd ever been was that 2016 year where we lost Tony Romo. And even when everybody was clamoring for Dak Prescott, I was just sitting there talking about, you're not winning a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott in his rookie year. Bring Tony back. This is his team. Let him run through these playoffs, and let's see if we can go sneak us one. But we didn't do that, and here we are today. I'm on record with Dak Prescott. I believe he's going to have a 4,000-yard season. I believe that he's going to throw less than 10 interceptions. I'm talking 9 or less. The number is 10. I'm 9 or less. And I believe he's going to have a 30-plus touchdown year. That's what I believe I'm going to see out of Dak Prescott this season. And I think it's going to be ridden on the backs of this defense. And I believe that it's going to be ridden on the backs of the fact that this is the cleanest offseason we've had in like 4 years. And we're just like glossing it over like it means nothing. We got Brandon Cooks, the first deep threat he's had since Dez. We've got Michael Gallup back after a full year from the ACL.
Yeah.
We've got CeeDee Lamb, who's starting to look like a true top 10, maybe even top 5 by the end of this year, receiver in this league. You've got weapons galore. You've got a rookie that you just drafted that looks like he might be able to be a weapon for you. You've got buzzing weapons all over the place. There's so much speed. The average speed on this team is a 4.35. I have never been more sure or more excited about a year. And I'm telling you right now, keep the receipt, record the button, type your screen. I don't care what you got to do about it, but I'm going to say this. When it happens, don't come on this bandwagon. It's already full.
No, we're on it, baby.
It's already full.
We got some elephants on the seats, bro. There ain't no room.
And understand, those are the expectations that I have for Dak Prescott, and I expect him to keep those expectations. When it comes to Trey Lance, the man they gave up 3 first-round picks for that Miami created their team with, Tyreek Hill, Chubb. I mean, they got some guys over there.
Micah, he was the 12th pick.
Micah was a part of that too. You're right.
Yeah, that could have changed everything.
Y'all did a few things for a few people that day, and honestly, I tip my cap. We appreciate it.
Gracias. Gracias. Hey, I saw a shirt.
So
I saw a shirt.
But Trey Lance,
Rue, you just said, so we got both of the picks. We got they pick and I pick.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not mad.
Oh,
I'm not mad.
That's
We
the
mad.
beauty. And see, that's what we're
I'm
missing.
not mad. And
Again, they gave us Charles. They gave us Charles Haley again.
They didn't give him a chance. He's not going to get a chance on this team. But they didn't give him a chance. But we have to stick to the reality of the fact that I pray that Dak Prescott plays all 17 games this season. But it hasn't happened in the last 3 years. If we're being realistic, it hasn't. I think that it will. I think that this offensive line is going to protect them a hell of a lot better than they did last year. And I think that we'll be just fine. But that's a reality that we have to face. And not to mention, we all sat on this panel during this draft talking about drafting a quarterback in the middle rounds.
Well, you got one now, buddy, without even drafting.
We just did it.
A 4th rounder, just like Dak Prescott, a 4th rounder.
And not only that, it's just another chip on this man's shoulder because he has been scrutinized more than anybody I have seen. And it's just like, y'all are all harping on these 15 interceptions. We ignore the fact that 4 or 5 of them were tipped. We ignore the fact that another 2 or 3 of them, you got receivers in the wrong place. We ignore all these things. And it's just like, you know what, man, when he comes in if he nuts up like I really think he's going to, a lot of y'all are gonna look foolish, and it's gonna be
Damn.
really, really, really funny.
So, and this is the thing.
Nice.
Where I think this is what we're missing. We're missing the fact that we got to steal. We got a steal. And I know we're sitting here. I know you got people sitting here saying Trey Lance versus Dak. That's not the case. That's not the case. Dak is our guy. But you do have those that are not Dak fans, and they feel that Trey. Everybody have their own opinion about how they want to feel about how this thing is going to go down. Now, this is my opinion. We
Let's
got this
go.
guy. We got this guy for nothing. $940,000 that we have to pay him this year. He was the overall number 3 pick. It's like going to Traders Village and you run across a set of tires and you ask, "Hey, how much you want for them tires?" He said, $100. I beg your pardon? $100. Okay, thank you. And that's exactly what we did. But at the same time, we also got to look at he's 23. And if he is to stay with this team, if he is to stay with he has plenty of time to grow. Dak is the oldest guy on the team now. He's 30. We now have the new Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. Tony Romo was at this position his 8th and 9th season. And guess what he started doing? Well, we got this kid Dak back here. So the same thing is now you got this 23-year-old who knows what he's going to be. But
Who knows?
remember, Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre until his time came. So we're not pushing Trey to say, "Come on in." Trey, sit here and learn something. Dak,
Said her.
you're 30 years old. Maybe you can make the 33. But whenever anything that does go down, we have this kid here. Now, this just what I'm thinking was going to happen. Next year, you'll find Cooper Rush with another team.
Yeah.
Trey
Yeah.
Lance is going to be your
We
back.
thought it was gonna happen this year, really.
And it could still be if somebody wanted, but we already extended his contract. So
Mhm.
he'll sit here this year, but he will be our backup next year. And what Mike McCarthy is saying, no rush. Don't rush it. We're going to, you just sit here.
No pun intended, huh?
Yeah, no rush. Exactly. But I look at it like this. We're at the Tony Romo Dax era now. Tony got up there in his 30s, and here we had this little 23-year-old Dak Prescott. And not saying that Dak is going to get injured, but it's a security blanket. And what we have just done, we just made our quarterback room that much stronger with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. And like I said, he haven't proven anything. But being under Mike McCarthy, Brian Schottenheimer, and the backup quarterback to Aaron Rodgers at the time, Todd, no, his name, Todd, no, I'm sorry, Scott Tolzien, which is the quarterback coach. They're going to
Yeah,
work
it's
with this
called
kid.
Tolzien.
I'm going to say this.
Louisiana
Kyle
Tech.
Shanahan and John Lynch set that kid up for failure. They set him up for failure.
Do you think a lot of it was their ego? Do you
I
think their
got you.
ego got in the way?
Of
You
course.
think their
Of
ego
course.
got in the way? I think Shanahan most of all, like that he's getting passes on it. And then honestly, I think not the cowboy in me, but I think Brock Purdy, the league's gonna catch up to him. The league is gonna catch up to him. I
Yeah.
would say like you could only be hot for so
Yeah.
long,
But
and he's lost linemen.
Kyle will never get a chance to pick another quarterback in his life. He would never, ever.
But going what Rue said, I saw a shirt that said, "It's our year for sure, for sure this time." So we'll see, man.
So with that
What's
being
up,
said,
Eddie?
guys,
What's up, Eddie?
but before we get into anything else, I got to get his introduction, man. And this guy here that you see right here, H3 is in the house, and we want to welcome him in today. I want to get him in because it's starting to get dark on him. It was not. He been on. He's been waiting for a minute. But wait, what's going on, H3? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, brother. I just want to say, Rue, is your daddy a pastor, bro? Because you be preaching facts, bro. Everything.
I
Nah.
appreciate you, man. I
Everything
appreciate
this
you.
man spits is just fire. All down to whatever it is, O-line, defense, whatever. He be preaching everything, bro. So, Rue, I'm a big fan of you, bro. I just want to say, keep it up. All the
Yeah.
other fellas, hey, Y'all got a great show going on. I just want to jump on here real quick
Come on
and
with it,
show
man.
y'all
Show us
something,
what you
baby.
got, brother. Yeah,
Right
give
here,
it up.
Yeah,
baby.
Oh,
Bubba.
dang.
Yeah, Bubba. You already know what's up.
Woo!
All day, baby. Y'all see
You
that?
So,
know, you bling that out. I saw
do
that,
you
Oh
man.
do
yeah,
you
baby.
personally make those yourself?
I do. Each
Okay,
stone is set one by one, handmade, all of them.
that's what's up. So let me ask you this. So,
Yeah,
man,
so
I think I'm gonna have to get one of those for real myself.
Shoot.
But
I got two of them right now.
ask you this: how can the people get in contact with you if they want to order this? What do we need to what
So
information you have?
y'all can hit me up on my TikTok, H3_photos, or my Instagram, lomas.photos on Instagram. But from there, I just make them as you order it. I got
Spell
a few
Lomas
that's
from
for
some
me.
dope.
other
Spell Lomas.
Lomas, LOMAS .photos,
Lomas.
Lomas. Yes,
And
No
that's
sir.
on
mas.
what?
Instagram.
Instagram. The
Okay, I
TikTok
got
is
you.
what you see in the on the left hand side corner of your or on my screen right now. H3 photos on TikTok.
Got you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'm finna put you in there, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Lomas dot photos. Is that
On
right?
Instagram. Yes, sir.
Okay, I
Hey,
got you right here, brother. This
hey,
is how you can find them. If you
hold on. I got a beef with Eddie. I got a beef with him.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a
snap.
beef with Eddie too.
Let
I
me
got a
tell you
beef
what
with Eddie
let me
too.
tell you what my beef is with Eddie. Eddie, have you ever been to Rue's house? Has
I've
Rue
never
ever
been to
made
Rue's
you the
Hut.
most bomb ass slash smash burgers you ever had in your life?
Rue's
Has
What
never
the?
did
has
that.
Oh,
Rue
dude,
ever done
dude.
anything for you like I done for you? I am the best on this damn show, not Rue.
Hold on, I got some love for you too,
You
man.
gotta
I'm
buy your.
You
teasing.
already
I
I'm
know.
don't
teasing.
know.
You know I'm teasing.
There's
I'm
that smash
teasing.
burger, huh?
Hey, man,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
teasing, man.
hey,
Eddie is my man. I'm telling you, man, 100 for real.
I,
that's what's
I
up.
I do appreciate it though, man. I do. I do. They give me plenty of
I
shit. So
don't. I
y'all
don't.
had a
I
love
don't.
fest for
That's
me
some
today,
bullshit.
man.
That's some
Y'all gave
bullshit.
me the love.
Today was his
Mikey
day.
Mikey hooked me up today, but then
Today's
Chris
his day.
tried, but he was like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
nah, man.
See, he's the
Somebody
high
in his family
voice
is a priest somewhere.
complaining chickmunk on this show.
You
We
see?
all
You
need one.
see? That's how they do me,
Yeah.
man. That's how they
So
do me,
Eddie,
man.
that's what's up, man. Hey man, that's dope, bro. I love it,
They
man.
are hot.
So
I seen
guys,
them in person.
y'all
I seen
see
them in
how
person.
Yeah, those
there's
are
the
dope.
information down below on the Cowboy Hunter Lomas dot photos on IG. Let him know what's up. He'll give you what you can get out of it or
They
which
gonna
one
see
you
you.
want
You're gonna
or
end up on
whatever.
TV with that
And
thing.
that's a beautiful
Oh
thing,
Bling
yeah.
man.
Hey,
bling.
hey,
Every
Eddie,
time I
they
come around your city, bling
Eddie,
bling.
they
Bling
eat
bling.
that
Yeah,
at
no. When I
night,
be
bro.
walking,
Pinky
bro, they
ring,
go.
rub that about fitty,
You
bling
know.
bling.
So that's what's up,
So
man. So Eddie,
I got.
appreciate you coming on, man. And we're definitely that we got you. I'm gonna actually keep this. And when we go on, as a matter of fact, send me a photo and I'll put you on our channel, man. When we do our advertising. So we'll put all your information. So send that to me, man, and we'll definitely help you promote that, bro, for
Oh,
real.
real quick
Ooh, I
though,
appreciate it.
Eddie is also he has a photography business too, man. One of the best photographers in town. That is no joke, no lie. Okay, so check out his IG on those photos and everything too. He just don't do chains. He do a lot of other things too.
Now
Every day I'm hustling.
where you
Every
Yes,
day
sir.
located
I'm
at?
hustling.
Eddie, where you located at?
I'm located in Oak Cliff, Texas.
Okay, so once we get all
Right.
our fellas together, we're gonna do a little photo shoot for if you're
You
gonna do a
already
photo
know.
shoot for us, man.
I got y'all, man. I
Okay.
already told
Yeah, we
Chris.
want it.
I
Yeah.
already owe Chris a 6 pack. Now I'm owe this man a 12 pack. So you know,
Okay.
Dude,
Well,
make it a
Eddie,
24, bro. You gotta make
hey,
that a 24, man.
I'll load my truck up with a bunch of beer. Y'all just tell me what y'all want. I got it.
all right,
Let's
that's
do it.
All
what's
right,
up,
bro.
man. We're
Let's
going to
do it.
definitely get together, man, before Chris get out of here, before he headed up to Denver and everything. But yeah, we'll
I'm in
definitely hook
Denver.
up something. But
I'm in
send me the
Denver already.
information. Um, yeah. When you get off here, just put it in the private chat, and I'll get all that information from you. Okay.
I got you. Thank
All
you.
right, Eddie. Hey, give it up for Eddie, man. Y'all hit him up
My
if y'all
man
are interested.
Eddie.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep it moving, guys. We got let's see, we got Cowboys Corner in here. I think he's on. Let's see what's going on. Cowboy Corner, you there, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Okay, what's going on with you, man?
You were ghosting us today.
He has his number 15 jersey put on already. Bet you. I bet you. And it's the irony is because that's what Dak Prescott wore in college. That they gave him that 15.
Oh
I
my
will say
God.
this. So with Noah, don't be scared to pronounce his name. Look at his name real quick. I'll teach you how to pronounce it.
Well, teach us right now. Come on with it.
Just tell us. Come on.
Teach us.
Okay. It's hold on. I got to look at it. That's the only way I can do it.
hell.
All right, you ready?
I got to
We
see.
So
ready, man.
it's Igby
Igby.
Naghani.
Igby Nagani.
Okay.
Yes, that's how you pronounce it.
Cowboy
Like
Corner.
BC Anno Domini.
Cowboys Corner.
Igby. The B-I is B.
Hold on, y'all. Cowboys Corner.
He's
Are you
Iggy.
Are you there?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what we could have done. I mean, I thought you was going. Okay, but thank you anyway. I'll give it up.
I mean, if
give it
he's
up,
right,
Cowboys.
bro.
It is Igby Nomini.
I could have chopped it up that bad, but that's pretty good. Thanks.
He did it right. He did
Don't
it
be
right.
scared
Though.
to pronounce it. Just don't be scared to
Hell
pronounce
no.
it.
Hell no. My dude, no. So what's up? What's your take, Bubba?
Oh no, that was it. I just wanted to. Hey, Igby Naghani. That's it. That's what it is.
Igby
But
Nagani.
how you feeling about the Trey Lance situation?
Oh, I love it, dude. The future.
Of course.
Texas is bright, dude. I mean, what franchise don't invest in quarterbacks? So there's a lot of talk, who's going to replace Dak Prescott? Who's going to replace Dak Prescott? You don't know unless you invest in the position, right? Jerry Jones invested in the position, all right? We're talking about a 23-year-old potential really good talent, right? And you look at the whole situation as a whole. Dak is 30, and you have to get younger, stronger, faster. That's at the running back position. That's at the quarterback position, the corner position, any position in the National Football League. You know how many quarterbacks they drafted during Tom Brady's tenure in New England?
Matt Castle, Ryan Mallett.
Wow. 10 or more. 10 or more. They drafted 10 or more.
Yeah, you're right. But did you just compare Dak Prescott to Tom Brady? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm comparing is franchises has to protect their depth, and that's what the Dallas Cowboys did. They're investing in positions. You know, Sean Lee, he retired. They brought in Micah Parsons. We didn't lollygag with that position, right? We didn't lollygagging at that damn position for years. Tony Romo never had a youngster like this guy behind him.
So even before, the kid from Notre Dame,
Dak Prescott's never had this behind him in 8 years. So this is new. This is the Mike McCarthy effect. All right.
Yeah.
This is the Mike McCarthy effect. And this is, as a Cowboy fan,
I think this is more Jerry.
Allow me to butt in and set it right.
Hold on, Mikey. Go ahead.
Allow me to butt in and set it right. You want Dak to succeed. You want Dak to put up 4,000 yards and 9 interceptions. You want that. But at the end of the day, players come and go. You need somebody to fill in. It's hard to find quarterbacks in the league. And if you can groom somebody, because if Mike McCarthy and Dak are winning, Mike McCarthy's still the head coach. So when you can groom a quarterback, you're ready for that next step when Dak decides to hang it up or when Dak decides to leave the organization. So the Cowboys are doing it right. They're not doing Dak Prescott wrong. They don't have to talk to Dak Prescott and get permission. They don't have to talk to Mike McCarthy and get permission. They did the right thing. Jerry didn't want the phone to hang up. That we got a 4th-round talent in here that we can groom and get NFL ready. So if Dak does get hurt, which he's in the direction of getting hurt almost every year, then we have insurance, and that's what you have to think about. It is insurance. So kudos to the Cowboys, man.
Yeah,
watch it.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Cowboy Corner. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it is a good point.
Insurance. It's an insurance move, you know. And damn, $940,000. Shit, here I give you a 4th round. Thank you. So yeah, I agree with you. So what you got, big fella?
I agreed everything he said except for that last jab on number 4. I know you had to get it in, but it's cool. Look, man, I said it earlier. He's just an insurance policy. We talked about that safety room and that defensive line room, how impressed we was about the room. All they did was make the quarterback room better. That's all they did.
So let me ask you this, Chris. Let me ask you this. So do you not think he could play for the Dallas Cowboys?
As long as Dak Prescott on the team, no. I mean, he gonna be a good backup, hey man, and mop up duty when we blow him up out 75.
Let me ask you this.
Come on the field.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. Can you see a Wildcat package with Trey Lance?
No.
Let me tell you why.
No.
Let me tell you why.
No.
That's died off.
Let me tell you why. If we're gonna do Wildcat, Tony Pollard at quarterback and Deuces at the running back, that's the Wildcat. Okay, why would you put a quarterback in there to run a damn Wildcat? He's not Cam Newton. He's not Cam Newton. He's not 6'5", 400.
He's not like that.
About that. I have to
he's not.
disagree with that.
He's not. Pull up that North Dakota.
I think that's becoming archaic.
He's not
like
that.
that offense is passing off and it's just going in. I don't think that they would waste downs on that, boss. I don't think so.
I'm just saying now. Listen, this is what I'm saying. You got
we're listening.
Deuce in the backfield, Tony Pollard slot, Turpin in the slot, CeeDee Lamb out wide, Brandon Cook out wide, and you got Trey Lance. I'm just hypothetical, and you got all this speed. Trey Lance, we're not asking you to throw the ball. You have options. And I
no, man, because his legs, I don't think his legs are better even than Dak. They're really not that different.
Hold them up. Let me just say this. Because what I said before, there are new wrinkles in this offense. And you guys haven't even seen it yet. I've seen it firsthand at the training camp. Things that we're doing, believe me, it's not what we've been doing. And again, I don't want to say it here on the live, but they're doing some things and some razzle dazzle.
Come on, Adam Schefter, let's do it. I want to know. Let's go, Adam. Let's go. I want to know.
You're going to see it, and you know what? This is a way you can save Dak from getting injured.
But G, we're not discounting. G, we're not discounting what you're saying about wrinkles in the offense. We're not discounting that at all. But I think there's better options to run a Wildcat formation than Trey Lance. Okay, the only way you would put him in a Wildcat offense if you actually throwing it off of that. To me, if I see the Wildcat, it's a definite run. Okay. A definite run, but if he come in there,
but the way G's talking is making me think that there's a Wildcat coming because he saw the wrinkles. Like, so what are you now? You were there. Tell me what you know.
Tell me what you know. I'm just gonna say it's not what you've seen before. And true enough, they got Dak running it right now. But in order to save Dak, get this youngster out here to run that.
You're breadcrumbing us. You're breadcrumbing us, bro. You gotta tell us.
But I mean, I'm just saying it, and then again, that might not even be the case. But again, what I'm asking, do you not think that he could play for the Cowboys? Are we saying that we're writing him off?
I mean,
the only way. Go ahead, sir.
I'm just gonna say this. I mean, this is. Dak Prescott obviously is not going to be the quarterback for this team forever. And Trey is absolutely young enough to get developed and get the time and figure out if they're going to, mold him to be the guy of the future or whatever. But Dak's not going anywhere. Dak does what I expect him to do this season and what I think most of us expect him to do this season.
He'll be here a while.
He's not going anywhere. He's getting extended. Like this is all going to be mute in about 8 months. Like, come on. Like we're doing all this, and it's just like I get it. Like I know how it came out when he came out of college. I know he was a special talent. People had a lot of good things to say about Trey. I mean, he was a top 3 pick.
Yep.
The Niners gave up 3 first-rounders for him. I'm still in disbelief that they just gave up on this kid for Sam Darnold. That really doesn't make sense to me. You ran through all your quarterbacks just last year. You just gave up why would you give this kid up? You could have sat him on the bench on the 3rd string. Like it really makes no sense.
Rue, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish, Rue. I'll let you finish real quick. Real quick. If the boy wouldn't have got hurt, he's still the starting quarterback for the Niners. He's still the starting quarterback.
But maybe something happened that we don't know. Something happened there that we don't know. That's why there was a disconnect.
think about what Rue is saying. Okay, if the boy don't get hurt, literally, if he doesn't get hurt, he is the starting quarterback for the Niners right now. Okay, he got
Just on
hurt.
principle.
They gave up on him just like that.
They gave
That's
up.
what Rue is saying.
They gave up.
Yeah.
It really
Good.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. These guys, for what you gave up, and you know what, Mikey, though? You may be right. Something may have happened in that locker room. Something may have happened with them in terms of, you know, where and obviously there was expectations for Trey Lance, but I remember before the injury, you know, their record wasn't great, but he was kind of coming along, and then he got hurt. And it's like, we pull up tape on this kid, and I'm just like, dude, this isn't fair. He's 22, 21.
20, yeah.
He's only played for 1 year. And
I know what happened.
Being fair. But when you take a guy 3 overall, you figure that guy's going to get the opportunity, especially when you really haven't given it to him. You never really gave him an opportunity.
We picked Neville Gallimore over Bohanna because of his pick status. He's a 3rd overall pick. I get what you're saying.
That's debatable. That's debatable. That's definitely debatable. I've seen Bohanna get trucked over plenty of times from these offensive linemen in practice. Like, I remember last year when we were watching Tyler coming into the league and pancaking Bohanna. That's what I remember about Bohanna. I'm just saying, like,
what happened with Trey?
Out of Tulsa came in.
Somebody told him to shave his head and let it go and go to Jesus, and he just didn't cut it. He first order of business: shave your head, let it go, ain't gonna go back.
Again, when we have to look at this, man, you know, we have to look at this as it was a steal. It was a damn good steal. And it was been told that Jerry Jones said that Mike McCarthy had been asked to draft a quarterback. Well, instead of draft, we'll go get you one. They want a 4th round draft. There you go, Mike McCarthy. Now you got your quarterback. Now do something with it. You know, so and again,
you're right, G. You're right, G. Because remember, we were talking about that all last season about drafting a quarterback in the later rounds.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what happened.
You got one for a little bit of nothing, a first rounder.
Exactly what happened.
So
and I'll tell you what, anybody that we were looking in that spot, I'll take Trey Lance's potential probably over any one of those guys that we were looking at picking up this year in the draft.
Booyah.
I will definitely take Trey Lance over any of those guys that we were looking at.
You prove your point, G, because you are right, G. You are right. Because they did exactly what we asked them to do.
Yep.
They just made a bigger splash. That's all.
And that's the only thing that kills me. Because we've had such a nice, quiet. I mean, for a Cowboys offseason, it's been quiet and it's been nice. It has been nice. This was just like a freaking explosion that
it was still quiet.
We didn't even turn the TV on. I can't turn the TV on.
But we didn't do anything spectacular. We just picked up a kid that somebody else didn't want, and the media blew it up. We didn't do it. And like the front office say, we didn't tell the coaches, we didn't tell the quarterback, we didn't tell nobody. It was just something we did, and they made it happen. But guess what? Media ate it up, and they done blew it up out of proportion. But that's, again, we did exactly what, like Chris said, we've been asking, man, we might need to start looking at drafting a quarterback. We didn't have to. We got one that we got to pay $940,000 to. So, again, I'm not hating on Trey Lance.
Right.
Because even when in the next 4 years, he'll be 27 years old.
Yep.
If he's still the backup. He's still under 30.
Yep.
Yes. Mike McCarthy what he has done, he has just created himself a longevity with the Cowboys.
Thank you.
That's what he's done.
G, hey, you need to hit the clap button on that because you preach your ass off on that.
Clap.
Because G, in every one of us done a mock draft on Pro Football Focus, and every one of us picked the quarterback in the late rounds. Okay, so look. Jerry just made a bigger splash because it ain't us, Drew, to be quiet. You know it ain't the Cowboys' way to be quiet, man. You know that. This is America's team, man. Jerry wants to
blow it up.
They gonna blow it up, man.
They blow it up.
Hey, like I said, my biggest question is not why the Cowboys got him, is why the damn Niners give up 3 number ones and got rid of him.
That's where the attention needs to be. The attention needs to be on the 49ers.
Exactly.
That's where the attention.
Ain't got nothing to do with the Cowboys. The Cowboys just did what we was gonna do anyway. Get a quarterback.
So the thing about it is now we get this young kid, 23 years old, sit up under the tutelage of Brian Schottenheimer, Mike McCarthy, and Scott Tolzien. All these
And Dak Prescott.
and Dak
He
Prescott.
gonna learn a hell of a lot.
So, and Dak got to understand, they saw what they did to his friend, Zeke Elliott.
Yep.
Dak saw what he did to Tony Romo.
Yep.
So now that's why Dak has said, I'm not surprised. It's a business.
I
There's
said
no
that on
loyalty.
TikTok.
There's
It's a
no
business.
loyalty in football. There's no
Business.
loyalty. So don't go up here and say, oh, yeah, Cowboys we family. No, you're not. You're going to serve your purpose. And when you're watching,
This ain't the Fast and the Furious.
you're damn right.
Well,
So-
basically what Jerry has learned is basically his front office has been kicking his butt on. Look, bro, we can't be loyal to people we know that their time
it.
has expired. So, G, you are preaching right. I'm telling you, look, I'm the biggest Dak Prescott supporter in the world, but Dak ain't gonna play forever. Okay,
not gonna
like
play
Rue had mentioned, Dak has gotten hurt the last couple years. Okay, and all you damn Cooper Rush believers, y'all full of shit. And I'm gonna say it again, Cowboy
The
fans.
He
bus
said
drive.
dog
If you are
shit. He said dog
If
shit.
you are Cooper Rush fans, you are full of shit because
Well,
you
he's
don't
a
know
bus
football.
driver,
Okay.
Chris. He's a bus driver.
So
We
the
gotta give
bus
him credit.
driver, he's gonna be parking the damn buses because
Yeah.
they got the young kid
Yeah,
to play if Dak get hurt.
yeah.
Dak is not gonna get. I'm telling you, man. Dak. Rue already called him MVP. He just didn't say it. He and I already called him an MVP. He just
did not say it. He
But
did not.
I'm gonna say it. For him.
MVP.
Hell yeah, MVP. Okay.
MVP.
So I'm gonna tell you, man. Number 4 gonna prove it's gonna shut all of y'all down.
Yeah.
They're gonna shut you up, and I can't wait because I done kept receipts on all this shit talking people been doing on TikTok, on our show. I've been keeping receipts because you know the big fella keep receipts. I keep them with me everywhere I go because I gotta turn them in sometime. I gotta get my money back, G. My rebates, I gotta get them. So everybody been talking that noise about number 4. I got you. I wrote you down because the big fella coming at you.
Yeah, so it was a strategic move, man. It was a business move, and you cannot beat that move. And like they said, Jerry did not hang up their phone until he got that guy. So it was a bit, and that's what Jerry Jones is. He's a business guy. So here we are.
I want to go back to something you said earlier, G.
What's that?
You said this earlier, and I forgot to bring it up because I wanted to harp on this. And this is like right in that time because you brought up how the play calling is with Tony. And how it is now with Dak and how these timelines are starting to line up.
Yep.
When Tony started to do this part of it, let's just talk about Dak in terms of how he called that Raiders game.
Yeah.
If you saw him, he called that game flawlessly. He got Will Greer picked up.
Yes.
Yeah,
he put him in the right position.
Totally
on
did.
the right
Totally
plays.
did.
You using that offense the way it's supposed to be used, and it's very clear that this is his offense. They have tailored it to him. They were going to go to his strengths. They're going to make these defenses make decisions.
The rhythm that he was calling that, bro.
And
the rhythm.
Just last year. This is why his interceptions were so frustrating last year. Because it was like, dude, he'd go like 5 for 5, 7 for 7, 7 for 9. And it was just like, dude, he can't miss. He would literally, there was drive, and then all of a sudden the ball would get picked, and you're just like, what even just happened? Dip ball or whatever. And it was just like,
play calling.
The biggest thing for me, I think the only thing that's negative for me that's still carried over from last season, I want to see him start faster.
Yes.
I want to see that drive or that first drive be better.
That whole team, bro. The whole team, bro.
First and offensively, because defensively, we shut them down. We held most teams under 20 points throughout the entire year.
Yes.
But that first drive from our offense needs to be flush, needs to be fluid, needs to look like it's preseason.
Yes.
When they get that ball against the Giants week 1, I need to see that
right off the bat.
fluid, fast-paced motion.
All in that ass. All in that ass.
No.
But
I mean, it's that's the only thing that I'm like, that's what has to pick up. That's what has
You're
to change.
you're
And I feel
tapping a
like-
little bit into next week's show, though, bro. You're tapping into next week's show, though. You're giving it all away. That next week's show, a little bit, a little bit. Go ahead,
What am I
G, get
supposed to
that.
do?
But we got to remember what Mike McCarthy said. He said he wants to get them to the line of scrimmage with times for Dak to be able to make adjustments. He did not like what Kellen Moore was doing. He was getting them to the line too late. Mike McCarthy said himself. He said we're getting him to the line too late. He needs to have time to get to that line to make
Just
an adjustment and run the play. He can't
Yeah.
sit in the huddle when it's 10 seconds left and go to the line. Mike McCarthy said that himself, and we saw that on last Saturday. That the play calling was going like this, and this is
and,
what you're going to
and
see.
and that gives you so much. Like double down what Ruth said. It gives you it gives you this optimism that your quarterback called it with rhythm, with control and command, the way he would want the place. Lipke, he made it look like old style 90s football, the way Hunter Lipke was smashing, and then Will Greer did his improvisations. You got to give Will Greer
Absolutely.
his just due. That's the only way I could see Lance making any kind of running plays, just the way Will Greer broke it down and then he took his yards. Aside from that, no design runs, but the way it was, the command, the way the rhythm of the offense went, and dude, he got Hunter Lipke a job as well, not just
Yeah.
Will Greer. And dude. So I'm optimistic of this roster. I know we're going into next week and we're talking about the Giants game and the way we want them to start. It went from Lance to back to Dak Prescott, but competition breeds, breeds, breeds championships. So, dude, our defense hates our offense. Our offense is hating our defense. Dude, like Javon Kerr says, all 32 teams should respect it. That was including the Dallas Cowboys offense. I love the mode on this team. Dude, we have that dog in us that we've been lacking since we lost Des Bryant. And like I said, we're going into next week's show. And dude, it's football season, baby. It's football season.
G, I got one question, G, because you went to training camp in up in Frisco. Just because the way, no, it wasn't a shot. It's a question. It's a question I'm coming with. Okay, just the way Dak called the plays in the preseason game. Did you see any no huddle where Dak is just calling the plays at the line? Because this is how I feel. If he's in such control of the offense and the play calling now, why aren't we going to line up in week one against the fucking Giants and, hey, Dak calling the damn plays on the damn field and that's running, let's kick him in the butt? I'm just wanting to know if you saw any of that while you were up there in Frisco.
This is where it was, man. I'm going to tell you, this coaching staff is genius, man. Every play was called over the loudspeaker. 2nd and 14. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They run to the line and run the play.
Situational.
3rd and 5. Minute left. Then they say thunder. Kicking team. No timeouts left. 18 seconds. Everything was situational.
Beautiful.
It was, dude, bro, I'm going to tell you something. When you have a Super Bowl caliber offensive / head coach on this side and a Super Bowl caliber defense coordinator, former head coach on the defensive side, and these guys that's rocking with these guys, bro. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And again, like I say, what you saw in preseason, that's vanilla stuff.
Oh yeah, that's vanilla. That's
when
vanilla.
the season start, when I say there's more plays, and there's a more, oh my gosh, bro.
But the thing is, if we kick ass using vanilla that motherfucker till we don't have to, bro. I swear, dude. Ice baby.
I kid you not, man. That was vanilla what you saw on them preseason games. Like starting yesterday when they went to practice up to next week, now they're installing their offense.
Right.
And tell you what I saw, guys, is something that Dak is really good at. I'm gonna say that, but it's some. We'll talk after this.
We'll talk.
No, I got we got some. I don't want it. And even though when I was recording, I wouldn't even zoom out to show the formation because I didn't want. You got people that's trolling. But again, guys, this is the different type of offense. It's a different type of offense.
I'm gonna have to stop sharing this on Facebook, man. My cousins in here, my little sister in here. Jesus.
No, that's great. That's great.
Hey, Wavy, to answer Wavy's question, Wavy, you saw Cooper Rush win 6 NFL games. 6 NFL games. That's why he beat out Will Greer. Will Greer just had one good game. Good for him. He got a job. but Cooper Rush is our backup.
Yeah, he's our backup. He is. He really is. And he's the bus driver. We got to give him that. I know big fella don't like to get that up, but he's our bus driver until next year. And I mean, right now, you've already seen you've seen what they've been doing in practice. I mean, they've been working with Trey Lance. I'm telling you guys, I would not be surprised you see this kid in a couple, but later on in the season.
Mrs. Carruthers is in the building.
That's my cousin.
Look at Ivan. See, I'm not gonna give up. Hey guys, we're going on 2 hours. We got to get up out of here, dude. We've been in here for a minute. But
hey man, you want to left us at this time limit of 60 minutes. You finally let us out and let us run. Hey, you know how they say, let him go. Let
him go. hey, Chris, real quick. Don't you love that the sun's still out?
Oh, stop it! Right. Who cares?
Hey, those are some nice hats, brother. You got some nice hats back there.
Hey, it's dark as hell over here. It's dark. I gotta go out there. And
it's 9 o'clock, man. It is 9 o'clock over here.
I see the sun setting over the mountains. I see the sun setting over the mountains.
Listen, we appreciate everybody coming through. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. It's getting ready to get real up with the Cowboy Huddle. So make sure you stay tuned. We got more news coming your way. And just continue to hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. With that said, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen.
Puro pinche Cowboys!